Hello everybody and welcome to Parks Bros. And I wanted to talk about, with the new announcement at Busch Gardens Tampa this morning, what's going on with 2020 in the amusement park industry as a whole. Now, we've kind of known that 2020 was going to be a big year in general because there's a lot of main anniversaries, like Cedar Point's 150 and Knott's is turning 100, and a lot of anniversaries like that are happening. But also it just seems to be one of those turning point years, almost like 2000, 2001, like around that time. But if you didn't know, Busch Gardens Tampa announced Tigress this morning. It's a Skyrocket 2 model that is coming to their park, and it's the 3-car model of that. I'm sure it'll have comfort collars just like all the other SeaWorld Parks ones. But as well as that, they also pretty much teased RMC Gwazi and even put on the map that said coming 2020, like right over Gwazi's spot. They also mentioned maybe the words Rocky, hybrid, and another couple words that really hint towards RMC Gwazi being a thing. And it's pretty much confirmed, at least they would like you to think. So I know the entire enthusiast community is going crazy right now, at least on a couple of different places. But outside of RMC Gwazi 2020, which is already a huge thing that we've been asking for years, you go to the other Busch Gardens park, Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and there have been blueprints and kind of like half a layout that have been leaked that show a Giga. So the Busch Gardens parks would be getting a Giga and an RMC, hopefully dueling coaster in 2020. That's by itself is amazing already. Now, we know that Kings Island also has signed something with B&M for 2020. They could be getting a wing coaster or a Giga or I don't even know anymore. Honestly, something from B&M for 2020, and it would be big. Another thing we know for 2020 is that Cedar Point's turning 150, and they would not pass up an opportunity for another coaster. So 2020, they're definitely getting something. Now, whether it's a GCI or a Gerstlauer, I know that's being tossed around a lot more lately, or even possibly a ground-up RMC, like maybe even a T-Rex track. You never know. As well as Cedar Point having an anniversary, Knott's has an anniversary, and the word keeps swirling around that there's going to be a new coaster. Now, how big it is, I couldn't tell you. But I'm guessing not the hugest of things, but Knott's is probably going to get a coaster as well in 2020. So let's check off the list real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 different parks with a brand new coaster that we pretty much already know about in 2020. Now let's not forget Hershey Park. Hershey Park also had some blueprints go out and get leaked, and it's showing what looks to be a B&M hyper layout. And there is actually going to be an announcement in early October for Hershey Park now, saying it's the biggest announcement in park history. Now, I know a lot of parks say this just to say it, to make it seem like it's bigger than it really is, but honestly, it looks to be insane. There's also going to be a redo of the opening gate, but that's why they'd be announcing it this early, and also that it's going to be so big. So they'll actually have to close the actual gate for next year, it looks like, because of construction. So that's insane. So let's see. We have at least 2 hypers or gigas, in that range with Hershey Park and Busch Gardens Williamsburg. We have at least one RMC with Busch Gardens Tampa. We also have at least a B&M of some sort, whether it's a hyper or not, I don't know, going to Kings Island. We also have something go to Cedar Point, and something's most likely going to Knott's, from what I've heard. So 2020 is going to be insane. We all knew this, but it's just being confirmed more and more as the months go by. And honestly, by the time 2019's announcement period hits, it's going to be insane to see what is actually coming to all the parks. Now, we don't even know about the Six Flags chain getting anything in 2020, but I'm sure at least 3 or 4 of the parks will be getting a coaster of some sort. So, but as well as all the amusement parks getting stuff, and the theme parks with Busch Gardens, Disneyland's opening, at California Adventure, they're opening a Marvel-themed land. And that is for sure happening in 2020. That's another huge thing. 2020 is going to be insane. It is going to be one of the biggest years in history for amusement park companies. It's going to be amazing. So, that's We have Disneyland, Knott's, Cedar Point, Kings Island, Busch Gardens Williamsburg, Busch Gardens Tampa, Hershey Park, and that's a good 7 different announcements that we pretty much already know about, which is crazy. It's not even the end of 2018 yet, and we know about these things. So granted, 2019 is going to be an amazing year as well, with all the new coasters that are coming, and also Star Wars Land / Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is opening, which is supposedly going to reinvent the theme park industry entirely. So I'm incredibly excited for that. And then 2021 is also going to be a great year. We're thinking coaster at Magic Mountain, as well as, all the Walt Disney World attractions will be open with Tron and Ratatouille and Guardians of the Galaxy. So there's more stuff that's opening. The next 3 years in the amusement park and theme park industry are going to be some of the best years we've seen in the past couple decades. It's going to be absolutely insane. The fact that we will be getting most likely another 15 coasters in the US alone in the next 3 years or so. And that's just estimating. I'm not even talking about most Six Flags coasters. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on 2020, 2019, and 2021. Actually, I'll put up a poll. Which year do you think will be better? 2019, 2020, or 2021? Let me know. I'm really interested to see what you guys think. And heck, what do you guys think will be happening after 2021? We know that Super Mario Land will be a thing eventually, and possibly another gate at the Universal Parks in Orlando. It's going to be amazing. The next couple years is going to be the best years that the amusement and theme park industries have seen in decades. For sure, bar none, no question about it. But thank you for watching. I know I was just kind of rambling in this video because I'm just super excited about everything that's going on. And of course, subscribe if you haven't. We're going to have a bunch of West Coast Racers stuff. And of course, we're actually going to try and get to Galaxy's Edge opening day. So that's going to be kind of insane. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next ride.